correlation and regression analysis. This is the name of today's topic, correlation and regression analysis. Firstly, we shall start with the topic of correlation analysis, and later on, even today or on tomorrow, we shall continue with the regression analysis. Now, let us understand what is the meaning of correlation. In a bivariate distribution means when there are two variables playing the role. So in a bivariate distribution, if the change in one variable affects the change in other variable, then it is said to be the correlated, or the variables are correlated with each other, because the change of one variable affects the change of other variable. So related to this, what I want to say, I can take the example. Suppose we have the example of finding out the volume of a cube. Volume of a cube is there. You can plot the cube. You know that in the cube we have all the sides the same. So this is the shape of the cube, and suppose the side of the cube is having length L, then the volume of the cube comes out to be L cube. So it is clearly volume is totally depending upon the length or the side of the cube. If side of the cube increases, the volume will automatically increases. If side of the cube decreases, then the volume of the cube automatically decreases. So we can say that this is a perfect correlation. Perfect correlation is there when the one variable, the variable L is there. L is the length of the side, length of the cube, or you can say the side of the cube, and volume is directly depending upon the side of the cube. That is why it is a perfect correlation. We can also take the example of rain and crop yield. Crop yield, क्रॉप यील्ड माना जो उत्पादन है फार्मर्स करते हैं, जो फील्ड्स में क्रॉप्स प्रोडक्शन हो रही है, दैट इज टोटली डिपेंडिंग अपॉन रेन. इफ रेन विल डिक्रीज, द क्रॉप विल बी, और द कल्टीवेशन यील्ड विल बी लेस. और इफ देयर इज a proper amount of rain, then the crop yield will also be proper. So we can say that the variables are correlated. The variables are correlated. And we have another example, two coins tossed. Now just see, two coins being tossed simultaneously. So अगर दो कॉइन्स टॉस करे जाते हैं पैरेलली, तो एक कॉइन के आउटपुट का दूसरे कॉइन के आउटपुट पर कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ता. There is no effect, or there is no dependency of the output of one coin from the output of another coin. So we can say that the coins are independent. It means there is no correlation. And when there is no correlation, we can say that the variables are uncorrelated. So we have three terms: perfect correlation, and correlation or correlated, and uncorrelated. So Carl Pearson was the first man who studied this analysis of correlation in 1896. He has studied that when the variables X and Y are correlated, and he has found the relationship between the variables X and Y, and it is measured by a single number, that is small r, and r is named as correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient, and this is the name given by Carl Pearson to the correlation coefficient. So we were here on the types of correlation. So by plotting a given set of points, there are n pairs of points. Suppose the points are xi, yi, and I varies from 1 to so on up to n. And these points can be plotted with the help of a scatter diagram. So scatter diagram is helpful for plotting, and the correlation is said to be a positive or a direct correlation. This is the first type. It is said to be a positive correlation if y increases as x increases. This is the meaning of a positive correlation, and the scatter diagram will be plotted like this. This is x, this is y, and the line will be a straight line, and the points will be around this. So this is the meaning of a scatter diagram or a positive correlation. ये एक स्कैटर डायग्राम है, और स्कैटर डायग्राम में जो पॉइंट्स होंगे, these points these points will always be around this straight line, and this is a positive straight line. When y increases, x will increase. This is the line showing to us. So this is the scatter diagram for a positive correlation. The next one is for negative or inverse correlation. Negative mean if y decreases as x increases. अब ये देखिए x के बढ़ने पर y डिक्रीज करेगा, then that is said to be a negative correlation. And how it can be depicted with the help of a scatter like this. So this is x and this is y. With the increase of x, y will decrease. So the points will be plotted around this curve. This curve, this scatter diagram predicts a negative correlation. नेगेटिव कोरिलेशन इसलिए क्योंकि x के बढ़ने से y increase, y decrease हो रहा है. So that is said to be a negative correlation. Third one is linear correlation. If all n points lie, all n points lie near a straight line, then that is said to be a linear correlation. Both are linear correlations. This is also linear correlation. This is also linear correlation. So अगर linear correlation है तो non-linear भी होएगा. So non-linear mean if all the points lie near a non-linear line, and the figure for this is x, this is y, and suppose the non-linear curve is like this. So this is a non-linear curve. So all the points lie near a non-linear curve. So the correlation is said to be non-linear correlation. And next is uncorrelation. When there is no correlation or uncorrelated variables are there, then the figure will be like this. Uncorrelation means no curve will be there, neither a linear curve nor a non-linear curve. So जो points होंगे वो scattered होंगे. All the points will be scattered, but it is not, the points are not scattered near, either not near a linear line or not near a non-linear line. So this is the meaning of uncorrelation. And this is a non-linear correlation. So these are some of the types when the correlation can be defined. And the first one is positive correlation. X के बढ़ने से Y भी बढ़े तो positive correlation. And the second one is negative or inverse. X के बढ़ने पर Y कम होता जाए तो वो negative. Linear, all points lie near a line. Both are linear correlation. Non-linear, if all the points are scattered near a non-linear line or non-linear curve. Line नहीं बोलेंगे उसको, non-linear curve. So that is said to be non-linear correlation when all the points are scattered neither near a linear line nor near a non-linear curve. So the points or the correlation is said to be, there is said to be no correlation in that case. Examples और भी बनाई जा सकती हैं, जैसे we have important examples. The first one is of income oblique expenditure. Now you just see the example. Income and expenditure are positively correlated. Income बढ़ने से expenditure बढ़ता है और income के कम होने से expenditure कम होएगा. This is the meaning of a positive correlation. The second important example is age and IQ, intelligence quotient. एज के बढ़ने से इंटेलिजेंट क्वोशिएंट कम होता जाता है. So we can say that the correlation in this case is negative. So this is the case of a positively correlation or positive correlation, and this is the example of a negative correlation. So these are some of the good examples of the correlation topic. Correlation between two variables is said to be simple correlation. It is always a simple correlation, and write down here. Simple correlation, and one more is multiple correlation. The correlation between more than two variables is known as multiple correlations. More than two, and this is between two variables. If there is only two variables x and y, and we have to observe the relationship between two variables only, then the correlation is said to be a simple correlation. But if we have more than two variables, and we have to observe the relationship between more than two variables, then the correlation is said to be multiple correlation. Now, one important note is there. If R is equal to plus minus 1, R is the correlation coefficient, there is a positive or a negative correlation. If R is plus 1, if R is plus 1, then this is this is a positive correlation. But if R is a negative 1, then this represents a negative correlation. If R is 0, this is also possible, then there is no correlation. It means the variables are not correlated with each other. But a nonlinear correlation may exist. Non-linear correlation may exist, remember, in this case. Similarly, a high correlation due to a third variable is known as spurious correlation. Suppose we have more than two variables. So a high correlation due to a third variable is known as spurious correlation. These are important definitions of a correlation topic. So, poverty and crime are highly correlated. You just see. But the spurious correlation is due to the lurking variable, the third variable, illiteracy. Just see. We have a very good example. Poverty and crime are highly correlated. We all know जितनी पॉवर्टी ज्यादा होगी क्राइम रेट उतना ही बढ़ने की पॉसिबिलिटी रहती है. So these are highly correlated variables. But the spurious means third variable. Third variable here is also known as lurking variable, Lurking. Third variable is said to be lurking variable. So third variable here is illiteracy. So because poverty directly produces illiterate people, because if poverty is there are less chances of their literacy rate. And in the power zone areas, when there are people lying or residing below poverty line, there are less chances of them to be literated. there are less number of schools, or obviously the crime rate will be more. So poverty is and crime are highly correlated, but they are doing crimes because of their illiteracy. So this is the third variable which is playing the important role. Remember this. This is a very good example. Now, we have studied the Karl Pearson coefficient. Karl Pearson named the relationship between two variables in 1896, and he has represented it by R. Some of the important properties of R. R is Karl Pearson coefficients of correlation. The first property is R lies between -1 and 1. Second one, R is independent of origin. Independent of origin mean the value of R can never be zero. If R is zero, then the variables are said to be uncorrelated. Uncorrelated mean there is no correlation. So that is why we can say it. The third one is R is independent of unit. R is independent of unit. Unit we can say that scale of measurement. कोई स्केल ऑफ मेजरमेंट नहीं है आर की, क्योंकि देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ कोरिलेशन. अगर हम एग्रीकल्चर में रेनफॉल और क्रॉप की बात करें, इफ वी टॉक अबाउट क्रॉप्स, rain and crop, then there is a different unit. When we talk about the volume of a cube, then we have a different unit. And when we talk about the crime rate due to poverty, these this is the example just we studied, then there is no unit of representing crime. So that is why we say it that R is independent of a unit or scale of measurement. Now let us continue. We have to calculate the value of R. R is Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation. So we have from the least square regression line, from least squares regression line of y on x. Y on x, and it is y can be rated as EST, y estimated, that is A naught plus A1x. Just see, this is a linear line. कल ही हमने कर्व फिटिंग टॉपिक में किया है, तो बाय द मेथड ऑफ कर्व फिटिंग वी हैव दिस. सो यू कैन पुट y est is equal to this is a small y. Small y est is equal to capital Y est minus y bar. This is a change of scale method. And small x is equal to x minus x bar, and small y is equal to capital Y minus capital Y bar. So by doing so, this is change of scale. Yesterday we have studied the example of change of scale. YEST mean estimated or estimation of Y. So YEST, that is equal to A1x, and that can be termed as sigma of xy upon sigma x square into x. This is by the method of normal equations of this. ये normal equations हमने कल study करा था. We also know for calculating R. We also know the formula of calculating coefficient of correlation R square. This is the coefficient of determination, and that is expected variation. Expected variation, and it is divided by unexplained variation. Just see, unexplained variation. एक्सपेक्टेड एक्सपेक्टेड भी बोल सकते हैं और एस्टिमेटेड भी बोल सकते हैं. सो estimated variation or expected variation, and this is unexplained variation. So the formula for calculating expected variation is summation y est estimated square divided by sigma y square. This is a simple y and this is estimated y, remember. So now we have to put the formula, that is sigma y estimated square. By using this, we shall have a1 square x square and divided by sigma y square. By putting this value, and a1, because it is a constant, it can be taken out of the summation, sigma x square upon sigma y square, and this can be written sigma x square divided by sigma y square, and the value of a1 is standard with the help of normal equations of linear line, जो हमने कल के लेक्चर में करा था. By using the formula of a1, that is sigma x y over sigma x whole square, because a1 whole square is there, value is substituted. Now it can be written, that is sigma x y whole square from here, and sigma x square is sigma x square. It can be removed like this, sigma x square into sigma y square. So these are the values. Just see, sigma x square is there. Sigma x square whole square can be written 2 times. So like this, that is a sigma x square into this sigma x square, and over sigma y square is there, and this can be cancelled with this. So you will have sigma xy whole square and divided by sigma x square sigma y square. Remember, we are calculating r square. So this is the formula of r. So from this formula, r comes out to be plus minus sigma xy and divided by sigma x square and sigma y square square root. So this is the value of r. It will be of negative sign when there is a negative correlation. It will be of positive sign when there is a positive correlation. But without any loss of generality, mean we can remove, we can omit these signs, r plus minus sign. ये omit क्यों कर सकते हैं? क्योंकि हमने तो with the help of data check करके बताना है कि वहां पर पॉजिटिव कोरिलेशन है या नेगेटिव कोरिलेशन है. सो हम अब ऑलरेडी नेगेटिव साइन लेकर के चल पड़े, पॉजिटिव तो अफेक्ट नहीं करेगा, पॉजिटिव तो ले ही रहे हैं, नेगेटिव को ओमिट करना पड़ेगा. नेगेटिव को ओमिट इसलिए करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि अगर हम ऑलरेडी नेगेटिव लेकर के चलेंगे तो अगर डेटा नेगेटिव कोरिलेशन दिखा रहा होगा तो फिर टोटल पॉजिटिव बन जाएगा. सो वी नीड टू ओमिट दिस साइन. So omitting the sign, you should have the formula of Karl-Pearson coefficient of correlation. So this formula will be used for calculating or for observing the Karl-Pearson's coefficient of correlation. There are variety of formulas of Karl-Pearson coefficient of correlation. So we have one more formula. Just see how we observe this formula. This is the formula for linear correlation. Remember, and introducing covariance. This is the new term here. Introducing covariance. The term is denoted by Sxy. This is the covariance of x on y is. This is the formula for covariance, that is sigma xy over capital N, and standard deviation. There are also two terms, standard deviation of x and y. Standard deviation of x is denoted by Sx, and the standard deviation of y is denoted by Sy. Usually in test statistic, we denote standard deviation by sigma. But here we take the symbol Sx or Sy. You can also take the symbol sigma x and sigma y. किसी कुछ बुक्स में हो सकता है कि सिग्मा एक्स सिग्मा वाई लेकर के चले हों, और दिस सिंबल is sigma xy. But here we are using this symbol. So Sx can be calculated sigma x square over n square root, and sigma y or Sy is sigma y square over n. So this is the way of calculating. So we can put the values, and your R comes out to be Sxy over Sx into Sy. So this is the formula how we have. We have a computational formula. The computational formula of which we shall use. Computational formula of Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation R is. ये formula हम usually questions में apply करेंगे. That is capital N sigma xy minus sigma x sigma y divided by square root, that is n sigma x square minus sigma x whole square. Keep these terms in the bracket, and second, similarly capital N sigma y square minus sigma y whole square. So this is the formula for calculating Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation. So let us apply the formula. The question is find the coefficient of Karl Pearson or coefficient of correlation between x and y by using Karl Pearson's method. The question is the values are given to us x and y. The x data is 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, and this is 8, 12, 15, 17, 18, and 20. Just remember what we require. Here we are using capital X, capital Y, but the data is given in the form of small x, small y. There is no problem. आप सीधा ही small x, small y use कर सकते हैं. And we require sigma x square and sigma y square. So from here you need to calculate x square and y square. Also we require xy product sigma. So xy column should also be required here. And now you will have x square mean 1 square is 1, 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, this is 49, 64, and 100. Y square mean 8 square is 64. 12 square is 144. 225. 289. 324 and 400. XY 1 into 8. 8. 12 into 3 is 36. 75. 119. 144 and 200. We also require the sum total of these values. So the sum total sigma x is 34, sigma y is 90, and sigma x square is 248, sigma y square is 11446, and sigma xy is 582. Now you can substitute the values in this formula. So R can be used as 6 because we require n here. N mean the number of observations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 observations are there. So 6 into 582 minus 34 into 90 divided by square root. This is a 6 into 248 minus 34 square and into the second bracket 6 into 1446 minus 90 square. So after calculating this, the numerical value of this term, you will have the value of R, that is 0.9879. So R comes out to be positive. It means there is a positive correlation between the variable X and Y. Positive correlation means with the increase in X, there is an increase in Y. And just see, it is observing from the data also. So there is a positive correlation, and that is also a linear correlation. तो डायरेक्टली फॉर्मूला से आप लोग अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. अच्छा, एक और है हमारे पास, जब हम चेंज ऑफ स्केल भी कर सकते हैं. वी कैन चेंज ऑफ ओरिजिन एंड चेंज ऑफ स्केल मेथड. So let us do the question by using the change of origin and change of scale. Find the coefficient of correlation from the following data. X, Y is there, and the values are 10, 14, 18, 22, 26, 30, and this is 18, 12, 24, 6, 30, and 36. What is the meaning of change of scale and change of origin? X और Y वेरिएबल को हम लोग नए वेरिएबल में बदल देंगे. The new variable are U and V. And what is U? U is, or U can be calculated as X minus assumed value. Assumed value we generally have to assume between these, or you can say that we have to suppose 3 values are here, 1, 2, 3, and 3 from the downward values 1, 2, 3. So ultimately their middle values are 18 and 22. So 18 and 22 is there. So out of 18 and 22, we have to assume one value. So suppose I assume 22 and divide by the difference between the values. 10 to 14, difference is of 4. Or 14 to 18, difference is of 4. Or 18 to 22, difference is of 4. So divide by 4. Similarly, V will be Y minus. Now, in front of 18 and 22, we have these values. So out of 24 and 6, we have to assume. But 24 is not near the average. It is actually the average mean. So 6, if we take 6 here, 6 is not near the average of this data value Y. 6 जो है वो इसकी एवरेज वैल्यू के बिल्कुल अप्रोक्सीमेट नहीं है. 24 इसकी एवरेज के आसपास है. So you will take near to that and divide by we shall have the change of scale again, that is 6. 18 to 12 is 6, and there is a difference of 6 values, and then 12 to 24 and 24 to 6 is there, and then we shall have, just see what is going on, 18 to 24 and 24 to 30. Similarly, 12 to 6 and 6 to 36 is there. So approximately, if we see, there is the difference of 6 values. So change of scale value will be near to 6. Now you can calculate the value of u and v. Similarly, we can calculate u square, we can calculate v square, and we can calculate uv. जहां जहां आपका x और y है इस फार्मूला में, वहां पर आप uv कर देंगे. The same formula will be used for computing this. Now, the value of u by this formula is x is 10 here. So 10 minus 22 is minus 12 divided by 4 minus 3. 14 minus 22 is minus 8 divided by 4 is minus 2. Similarly, we have minus 1, 0, 1, 2. And your V is minus 1, minus 2, 0, minus 3, 1, 2. Now, the data values are easier. Just see. Very easy. Very easy to find out U square. That is why this procedure is to be adopted. Otherwise, हम पिछले क्वेश्चन की तरह भी इसको कर सकते थे by taking x और y as it is. But ये टेक्निक लगाने का change of scale and origin. This is a change of origin and scale procedure. ये लगाने का फायदा यही है कि जो वैल्यूज है वो बहुत आसान हो जाती है. नाउ यू स्क्वायर इज माइनस 3 स्क्वायर 9, minus 2 square is 4, 1, 0, 1, 4. V square is 1, 4, 0, 9, 1, 4. Multiply U with V. Minus 3 into minus 1 is 3, 4, 0, 0, 1, 4. Now you can find out the sum values. So sigma U come out to be minus 3. Sigma of V come out to be minus 3 also. Sigma U square come out to be 19. Now बहुत ही छोटी छोटी वैल्यूज आ रही हैं और छोटी छोटी वैल्यूज को कैलकुलेट करना भी बहुत आसान रहेगा. That is why we have adopted this procedure. Now we can calculate the formula, the value of correlation coefficient R UV will be written here, that N UV minus sigma U into sigma V divided by N sigma U square minus sigma U whole square. Square root separate भी ले सकते हैं. There is no difference of taking a separate square root. Now put the values. 6 into 12 minus minus 3 into minus 3 and divided by, that is 6 into 19 minus minus 3 square, and that is 6 into 19 minus minus 3 square. Now, after making calculation, you will have 63 divided by 105 and 105. Ultimately, the calculated value of R comes out to be 0.6. Hence, R, the actual data values are XY. So RXY is RUV, that is 0.6. And this is the positive value. Hence, there is a positive correlation between X and Y data values. So there are another formulas of Karl Pearson's for finding out the coefficient of correlation. We shall continue tomorrow, and discuss more formulas and more techniques for finding out correlation coefficients. Thank you very much.